He's a keen sportsman. He is a technocrat of great eminence. Naresh, may I please request you to come on stage and share your thoughts.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And can I come here and speak? Can you guys hear me in the back? Yeah. It's hard for me to stand in a place. It's better for me to just walk around. So thanks a lot for giving me a chance to come and share my views in this forum. And also thanks a lot, Venkat, to invite me and have me on the stage. There's a lot of news going around, and this corruption, that corruption, and I completely agree with what Harsh said. You can look at the glass half full or half empty, and actually I think it's not even half empty. It's 25% empty. It's already 75% full. We can get all consumed into what's happening today and all the scams that are coming out. But look at how much the country has transformed in the last 40 years. If you go back to 1947 and ask yourself what percentage of our population was going hungry every night, I think that number was north of 50%. If I ask my grandfather how many days he slept in electricity before independence, he'll probably say none. How many villages had electricity before independence? How many villages had electricity 20 years back? What was the mortality rate just 10 years back? What was our literacy rate 10 years back? Every year for last 20 years, our literacy rate is going up by a percentage point. The per capita income of India has gone up 3x in last 10 years, from $413 to $1,500 right now. How many kilometers of expressway did we have just 15 years back? Big zero. Now you can drive from here to Agra in flat 90 minutes if you overspeed like I do. So we can all kind of look at it and say, what's happening here? There is this corruption, there is 50,000 crore corruption here, and are we ever going to transform this nation? And I'm saying we are already in the middle of the transformation, guys. We have made so much progress. If you look at the vector of progress in the transformation that this country has gone through, it's amazing. If you talked about India in US 25 years back, that's when I went to US. People looked at India as a country of snake charmer and sadhus. Today, if you go to US, today if you go to UK and talk about India, it's a country of software engineers. Obama is worried about the education system that we have in India and the number of students that we are educating. Yes, we can all look at all the deficiencies and everything that's happening around us and say things are bad. I look at it and say we are just undergoing that transformation, and all these things that this mission is about and all that Kejriwal is doing and everything that's happening is part of transformation. Every society in the world has gone through this change, guys. If you look at US and you go back to the 1930s or go back to 1880s, it was worse than this. Chicago of 1930, you could get killed kind of right in the middle of the street and nobody will know. If you look at Hong Kong, and just 30, 40 years back, 1970, it was one of the most corrupt police systems in the world. You could bribe your way, and you look at 1970s movies, Shanghai and Hong Kong, that's where most of the dons and the black marketers were based, because those were very corrupt society. And how do you transform the society from where we were and where we want to go? Through these events, through the events that are happening on the street right now. Could you have believed just 3 years back? I'd asked, there's one guy, from a village here, part of DP Yadav's camp. He came to my house, and this was when the Kataria murder case was just new. He said, don't worry, this guy Vikas Yadav will be out in 5 days. He said, there is nobody in this country who would keep Vikas Yadav into jail for more than 5 days. I said, okay, today it's 10 years. Could we have thought just 3 years back that a minister in the ruling party, in the ruling party would spend 2 years in jail? No, guys. I could have not bet even a penny that a minister would spend 2 years in the jail. But a minister has spent 2 years in the jail. It's not just one minister, two ministers. There is a chief minister who is sitting in the jail. So there is a lot that has changed in this country. We have moved a lot, and these kind of events will make sure that we move in the right direction and we get to where we want to. Hathi nikal gaya, kuch nikal ki baki hai, and we need all of your help to make it happen. And I wish this mission a great success.
Naresh, thank you so much for your words. Thank you so much for your speech. Very passionate indeed. And it's a very different way of looking at India. There's no doubt about that.